The City of London is a place where every street corner tells a story that has been centuries in the making. It is a world capital that never truly sleeps, constantly evolving while holding tightly to the traditions that make it so iconic. In 2026, London feels more vibrant than ever. From the grand, historic architecture that lines the River Thames to the sleek glass skyscrapers that now define the modern skyline, there is a unique energy here that you simply cannot find anywhere else. Whether you are a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler returning to see what is new, the city offers an endless list of experiences. You can spend your morning wandering through royal parks that have been meticulously kept for generations, and your afternoon exploring cutting-edge art galleries or futuristic shopping hubs. The beauty of the city lies in its diversity. It is a melting pot of cultures, flavors, and sounds, where ancient stone walls sit right next to neon lights and digital innovation. Moving through the city is an adventure in itself. You will see the famous red double-decker buses weaving through traffic and hear the distant chimes of world-famous clock towers. The atmosphere changes from neighborhood to neighborhood. One moment, you are in a quiet, leafy village setting, and the next, you are in the heart of a bustling financial district or a creative street art heaven. Buckingham Palace stands as the administrative headquarters of the British monarch and one of the few working royal palaces remaining in the world today. This massive building contains 775 rooms, including 19 magnificent staterooms that are used for official entertaining and ceremonial duties. While it has served as the official London residence of Britain's sovereigns since 1837, its history stretches back even further to a smaller townhouse built in 1703. One of the most famous sights here is the changing of the guard ceremony. This world-renowned display of precision and tradition usually takes place at 11 o'clock in the morning on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You will see the new guard march from Wellington Barracks to the palace forecourt, accompanied by a full military band playing everything from traditional marches to popular movie themes. It is a spectacular sight to witness the iconic red tunics and bearskin hats up close. If you are visiting during the summer months, specifically from July through late September, you have the rare opportunity to step inside. During this time, the staterooms are open to the public, allowing you to walk through the grand ballroom, the throne room, and the picture gallery, which houses masterpieces by artists like Rembrandt and Canaletto. You can also explore the palace gardens, which span 39 acres and feature a beautiful 3-acre lake and a tennis court used by the royal family. The Tower of London is a historic castle that has dominated the city skyline for nearly 1,000 years. Founded by William the Conqueror in the year 1066, this massive stone fortress has served many roles throughout history, acting as a royal palace, a secure fortress, and even a notorious prison. At its center stands the White Tower, a massive structure that was built to strike fear into the hearts of citizens and protect the city from invaders. Today, it is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and remains one of the most popular historic locations in the entire world. A major highlight of any visit is the chance to see the crown jewels. This world-famous collection is kept under armed guard in the Jewel House and features over 23,000 gemstones. You can see the imperial state crown, which is set with nearly 3,000 diamonds, and the sovereign scepter, which holds the largest colorless cut diamond in the world, known as the Cullinan I. These items are not just museum pieces, they are a working collection and are still used by the king for important national ceremonies today. As you walk through the grounds, you will undoubtedly meet the yeoman warders, better known as beefeaters. Tower Bridge is arguably the most famous bridge in the world and an absolute masterpiece of Victorian engineering. Completed in 1894, it was designed to solve a unique problem: how to build a bridge that would allow traffic to cross the river without blocking the tall masts of ships heading into the busy London docks. The result was this stunning structure featuring two massive towers connected by two high-level walkways and a central span that can actually split and lift into the air. The architecture is often mistaken for the much older Tower of London nearby, but its ornate stone exterior actually covers a very advanced steel frame. If you want to see a true feat of engineering, you can visit the Tower Bridge exhibition. This allows you to go inside the towers and walk across the glass floors on the upper walkways. From 42 meters above the River Thames, you get a bird's-eye view of the traffic and boats passing directly beneath your feet, along with a panoramic view of the London skyline. Deep beneath the south end of the bridge, you can find the original Victorian engine rooms. This is where the massive steam engines used to be housed. In the past, it took a team of workers and huge amounts of coal to power the hydraulic systems that lifted the bridge. Today, the bridge is still raised about 800 times every year, though it is now powered by electricity. Big Ben is perhaps the most famous clock in the world, and its silhouette is a global symbol of the United Kingdom. However, many people are surprised to learn that Big Ben is not actually the name of the tower or the clock itself. It is the nickname of the massive Great Bell that hangs deep inside the structure. The tower was originally known simply as the Clock Tower, but it was renamed the Elizabeth Tower in 2012 to honor the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. Standing at 96 meters tall, it has been a faithful timekeeper for the city since it first began ticking in 1859. The Great Bell is a true giant, weighing 13.7 tons and standing over 2 meters tall. Its deep, resonant bong can be heard from miles across London. Surrounding Big Ben are 4 smaller quarter bells that play the world-famous Westminster chimes every 15 minutes. The precision of the clock is legendary, and even today it is regulated using a very old-fashioned method. To adjust the speed of the pendulum, the clock keepers add or remove old British copper pennies. Adding just 1 penny can change the speed of the clock by 2/5 of a second every 24 hours. The Houses of Parliament, also known as the Palace of Westminster, is the beating heart of British democracy and one of the most magnificent buildings in the entire world. This sprawling Gothic masterpiece sits right on the north bank of the River Thames and has been the site of royal residences and government meetings for nearly 1,000 years. The current building, with its thousands of intricate stone carvings and golden spires, was designed in the 19th century by the architect Charles Barry after a massive fire destroyed the original medieval palace. When you step inside, the first place you will see is Westminster Hall. This is the oldest part of the building, dating all the way back to the year 1097. It features a jaw-dropping wooden roof known as a hammer beam ceiling, which is the largest of its kind in Europe. This hall has witnessed some of the most dramatic moments in history, from the trials of Guy Fawkes and King Charles I to the lying in state of monarchs and national leaders. As you move deeper into the palace, you will notice a very clear shift in style between the two chambers of government. The House of Lords is a room of incredible luxury, decorated in deep red and bright gold. This is where the king sits on a magnificent gilded throne during the state opening of Parliament. Westminster Abbey is far more than just a church. It is a living pageant of British history that has stood for over 1,000 years. Since the coronation of William the Conqueror in 1066, this magnificent Gothic building has been the setting for every single royal coronation. It is a place where kings and queens are crowned, where royal couples are married, and where the nation gathers to say its final goodbyes to its most influential leaders. The architecture itself is breathtaking, with soaring pointed arches and some of the most intricate stained glass windows in the world. As you walk through the heavy wooden doors, you are walking over the final resting places of some of the greatest minds in human history. The Abbey is the burial site for more than 3,000 people. In a section known as Poets' Corner, you can find the graves or memorials of literary giants like Geoffrey Chaucer, Charles Dickens, and William Shakespeare. In other parts of the building, you will find the tombs of legendary scientists like Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin, whose work changed the way we understand the entire universe. One of the most significant items kept inside the Abbey is the coronation chair. This humble-looking wooden seat has been used in coronation ceremonies for over 700 years. The London Eye is a striking feat of modern engineering that has completely transformed the skyline of the South Bank. Since it first opened in the year 2000 to celebrate the new millennium, it has become the most popular paid tourist attraction in the entire United Kingdom. Standing at an impressive height of 135 meters, it was the tallest observation wheel in the world for several years and remains the largest cantilevered observation wheel on the planet. On Unlike a traditional Ferris wheel, the entire structure is supported by a massive A-frame on just one side, allowing it to lean gracefully over the River Thames. There are 32 high-tech glass capsules attached to the wheel, each representing one of the 32 boroughs of London. However, if you look closely at the numbers, you will see they go up to 33. This is because the number 13 was skipped entirely due to old superstitions about bad luck. Each of these 10-ton capsules is fully air-conditioned and stabilized by a complex system of motors and sensors, ensuring that the floor remains perfectly level as you soar high above the city. Trafalgar Square is the true heart of London, serving as a vibrant public space where history, art, and politics collide. Created in the early 1800s to commemorate the Battle of Trafalgar, it has evolved into a central gathering point for celebrations, protests, and cultural festivals. The square is dominated by Nelson's Column, a massive stone monument standing over 50 meters tall. At the very top is a statue of Admiral Horatio Nelson, guarded at the base by 4 enormous bronze lions. These lions are so popular that their backs have been polished smooth by the thousands of tourists who climb on them for photos every single year. The square is also home to 2 large fountains that are beautifully illuminated at night. While they look decorative, they were originally added in the 1800s to reduce the amount of open space available for large rioting crowds. Today, they provide a relaxing backdrop for people resting on the stone steps. Surrounding the square are some of the most important buildings in the city, including the National Gallery, which houses a world-class collection of over 2,000 paintings, and the historic Church of St. Martin in the Fields. Piccadilly Circus is often called the Times Square of London, and for good reason. It is a spectacular neon intersection where 5 major streets meet, creating a high-energy hub that never seems to slow down. Since the late 1800s, this area has been the heart of the city's entertainment district, connecting the shopping paradise of Regent Street with the theaters of the West End. It is most famous for its massive curved digital screens, which have been glowing with colorful advertisements for over 100 years, illuminating the streets with the futuristic glow even in the middle of the night. In the center of the hustle and bustle stands the Shaftesbury Memorial Fountain, topped by a delicate bronze statue that everyone knows as Eros. Interestingly, the statue is actually of Anteros, the god of selfless love, but the nickname has stuck for over a century. This winged archer has become one of the most popular meeting spots in the entire city. You will always see people sitting on the surrounding steps, resting their feet while they plan their next move, or simply soak in the frantic energy of the passing red buses and black cabs. The area is a gateway to some of the most exciting experiences in London. On one side, you have the world-famous Criterion Theatre, which is built almost entirely underground. Hyde Park is the largest of the 4 royal parks that form a chain from the entrance of Kensington Palace through to Whitehall. Spanning over 350 acres, it provides a massive green escape right in the center of the city. Since it was opened to the public by King Charles I in 1637, it has served as a place for protest, world-class concerts, and quiet morning walks. It is a place where nature and history live side by side, offering everything from peaceful lakeside views to grand monuments. At the heart of the park lies the Serpentine, a beautiful 40-acre recreational lake. Here, you can rent a pedal boat or a rowboat to enjoy the water, or even take a dip in the Serpentine Lido if you are feeling brave. The lake is also home to a wide variety of wildlife, including elegant swans and curious ducks. Nearby, you will find the Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Fountain, a unique stone water feature designed to reflect her life and personality. It is built from 545 individual pieces of Cornish granite and is a favorite spot for visitors to sit and reflect. Another world-famous corner of the park is Speaker's Corner. Located near Marble Arch, this site has been a symbol of free speech and public debate since 1872. St. James's Park is often described as the most beautiful of the city's royal parks, offering 23 hectares of stunning gardens right in the ceremonial heart of London. It is surrounded by some of the most famous landmarks in the world, with Buckingham Palace at one end, the Horse Guards Parade at the other, and the historic mall running alongside it. Originally used as a deer park for King Henry VIII, it was later transformed into a formal French-style garden and eventually into the romantic, natural landscape that we see today. The centerpiece of the park is a long, peaceful lake that is home to a famous colony of pelicans. These large, impressive birds have been a fixture of the park for over 350 years, ever since they were given as a gift from the Russian ambassador to King Charles II in 1664. You can often see them basking on the rocks or being fed by the park rangers near Duck Island Cottage every afternoon at 2:30. The lake is also a sanctuary for many other species of waterfowl, making it a paradise for bird watchers and nature lovers. One of the most spectacular views in all of London can be found on the Blue Bridge, which crosses the lake at its center. If you look west, you get a postcard-perfect view of Buckingham Palace, framed by trees. If you turn and look east, you can see the white towers and domes of the Horse Guards Parade and Whitehall rising above the water, looking almost like a fairy tale palace.
Primrose Hill is a beautiful open space located on the northern side of Regent's Park, offering one of the most spectacular and famous views of the London skyline. Rising over 60 meters above sea level, the summit of this grassy hill provides a clear, protected panoramic view of the city. From this vantage point, you can easily spot iconic landmarks like the Shard, the London Eye, and the BT Tower, all framed by the lush greenery of the surrounding parkland. It is a favorite spot for locals and visitors alike to gather, especially during sunset when the city lights begin to sparkle across the horizon. The history of the hill is as fascinating as the view itself. For centuries, it was used as a hunting ground for King Henry VIII before being transformed into a public meadow in the mid-1800s. Throughout history, it has been a place associated with poets and dreamers. William Blake, the famous poet and artist, once described it as a spiritual place, and a stone inscription at the top of the hill features his words to this day. Unlike the more formal royal parks, Primrose Hill has a relaxed and artistic atmosphere that makes it feel like a peaceful village within the massive city. At the foot of the hill lies the charming neighborhood of the same name, which is known for its brightly colored Victorian houses and independent boutiques.
Greenwich Park is the oldest of all the royal parks and offers a fascinating mix of maritime history, royal heritage, and breathtaking views. Spanning over 180 acres, it is part of the Greenwich World Heritage Site and sits on a hilltop overlooking the River Thames. This park was once the hunting ground for King Henry VIII, and it is the birthplace of many famous royals, including Queen Elizabeth I. Today, it serves as a massive green playground where history is literally written into the landscape. The most famous landmark within the park is the Royal Observatory, which sits at the very top of the hill. This is the home of Greenwich Mean Time and the historic Prime Meridian Line. You can actually stand with one foot in the Eastern Hemisphere and one foot in the Western Hemisphere at the same time. The observatory was commissioned by King Charles II in 1675 to help improve navigation at sea, and its iconic red time ball still drops every single day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just as it has done for nearly 200 years. From the plateau in front of the observatory, you get one of the most iconic views in the city. You can look down the hill at the perfectly symmetrical Queen's House and the old Royal Naval College, with the modern glass skyscrapers of Canary Wharf rising in the distance behind them. The Cutty Sark is one of the most famous and beautiful ships in maritime history, and it now sits permanently in a dry dock right on the banks of the River Thames in Greenwich. Built in 1869, it was a tea clipper, a type of merchant sailing vessel designed for extreme speed. Its main job was to race across the oceans from China to London, carrying the very first crops of the season's tea. At the time, being the fastest ship meant the owners could charge the highest prices for their cargo, making the Cutty Sark a true superstar of the Victorian age. What makes this ship so special is its incredible design. It was built with a composite hull, meaning it has a strong iron frame covered in high-quality teak and rock elm wood. This allowed the ship to carry more sails and withstand the massive pressures of the Southern Ocean. During its peak, the Cutty Sark was capable of reaching speeds of over 17 knots, which is about 31 kilometers per hour. To put that in perspective, it once traveled from Australia to England in just 73 days, a record that helped cement its legendary status. Today, the ship has been raised over 3 meters into the air, allowing you to walk directly underneath its golden hull. This gives you a unique perspective of the ship's sleek, sharp lines that allowed it to cut through the waves so efficiently.